And it's Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia. We're at Annapolis. The Army women have won their game today, a close one, and we have a chance to talk with Army senior Trinity Hardy, who made a bunch of big shots down the stretch. Trinity, how does it feel overall as a senior? You won both of the games against Navy this year.
Yeah, it feels good. It's one of those things where it's definitely a team effort. We know how big these games are. There's a lot of history behind Army-Navy games, bigger than any regular game, unfortunately. Yeah, it's big.
Very good. Now, you got down, I think it was 16 points early, but you had a really strong second quarter and had it tied at halftime. What did it take to come back strong in the second quarter?
Yes, sir. Definitely just belief in ourselves, beliefs in the team. Kaya Smith stepped up immensely. She had 12 rebounds, which is huge. Kaya does the things that aren't even on this stat sheet, but she's definitely a big player that played a part in us cutting that lead.
And you had, was getting close to crunch time, you had back-to-back shots made off of rebounds. I think it was made at 62-60. And tell us about just being able to assert yourself in that situation.
Yeah, so the biggest thing is just whatever the team needs is what I'm going to do. And so in that possession, I know exactly what you're talking about. We took me off the ball as the point guard, and we gave the ball to Fiona. Fiona was hitting a lot of threes, which gave us a lot of life back into the Army team. That allowed me to kind of be on the weak side, crash, be able to get those putbacks and those kind of things. So honestly, just Coach T making the right reads for us to all be successful.
Yeah, just a minute later, it's about 43 seconds left. There was a turnover by Navy, and you got the ball, drove in, made a basket to give your team a 66-64 lead. That was a key moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just defense. Defense is what got us back into this game. Defense is what won us this game. So my teammates, I think we got in foul trouble pretty early. I remember Kaya, Cam, and I'm pretty sure Fiona had 3 fouls pretty early in the second half. And so one of those things where those are 3 big defensive players for us. So I was able to gamble a little bit more in the top of the key, and I knew I had 4 players behind me that were going to have my back if she did beat me.
Very good. So this is your 10th win in the Patriot League, 10-3, 18-5 overall. Very successful season. How does it feel as a senior to be able that your team is being successful?
Yeah, it feels good. The truth of the matter is we've been doing the same thing since July. It's now mid-February, and we're tired, we're beat down, we're facing injuries, but the truth is so is every other team. Every Division I team, every Division II team. At the end of the day, we get an opportunity every morning. We wake up, we hit the alarm clock, and we do what God has allowed us to do.
That's an early alarm clock at West Point.
It's really early, sir.
How do you handle the long days, academics, being a leader in the Corps of Cadets as a senior, and then being a leader on the basketball court?
Yeah, it takes a village no matter what. I have an amazing support system, my parents back home, my siblings, but then even my West Point family. We have ORs and support staff that honestly believe in everything that we do. West Point is hard. We wake up at 06. Our first formation is 06:45. It's the same thing every day. We have lunch formations. When other teams can sleep, we are studying. We're working hard. But at the end of the day, that's going to make us not only a stronger basketball player, but a stronger leader for the Army that we're going to serve in.
Trey, where are you from?
I'm from Lakeland, Florida, sir.
Lakeland, Florida. And has West Point lived up to the way you thought about it when you signed the letter to go to West Point?
Honestly, yes, it has. I was the COVID recruiting class, so I never actually got to have a visit. I was previously recruited by McGarity and his coaching staff, and so going into Beast, it was me and 2 other new cadets at the time. It was a little challenging. Definitely, it takes some time to get your feet under you, but like I said, it takes a village, and you grow that West Point family that make you successful.
And what do you study at West Point?
I'm a kinesiology major.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I think you've told us about that before. And now, what's your future, your branch in the U.S. Army?
I branch quartermaster, and then about 2 weeks not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we'll have post night. And
Sure.
So I'm looking at the different units, brigades, battalions that I'll want to serve in.
How have some of the former women basketball players who have been out in the Army told you about what it's going to be like?
Huge. It's huge. It's one of those things where when I first came here, I lived and died by basketball. And I thought I was only a basketball player. And if I won, I was a good person. And if I lost, I was a terrible person. And my teammates in the past, that they've taught me that you're wearing something that's much bigger than yourself. When you wear Army, when you play for Army, you're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for the people next to you, you're doing it for your future soldiers, you're doing it for your future unit. And so just keeping that in the back of my mind, being a good leader regardless. At the end of the day, I can't control the refs, I can't control if my shots fall in that day, but I can control the energy and the attitude that I have towards my teammates.
Trinity, congratulations on your win today here at Annapolis, winning both games this year, winning the Star, and your 18th win of the year, and our best wishes on your future in the U.S. Army.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Good to see you. It's Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia at Annapolis.